Welcome back, Motorheads. This is Motorcycle Finds on Facebook Marketplace. Up first, got a 2009 Custom Street Glide for $40,000. This is a pretty cool looking Street Glide here. I love the silver, it's subtle. I love the way they blacked out everything. The black and silver looks really well together. And the pictures of this bike make it look pretty dang cool, I'm not going to lie. But $40,000 for a 2009, just not seeing that wow factor for 40 grand. But what do you guys think? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Next, got a 2019 Harley Davidson Road Glide for $38,880. I think this is a pretty great looking little Road Glide here. I personally don't like the Road Glides all that well. Don't like that stationary fairing on there. Just one of my pet peeves when it comes to these kind of things. I prefer the Street Glide better. The other big thing I have about Road Glide is, especially when you paint it a lighter color like this, any color really, but the way the sun beats down on that fairing, it just kind of comes up under your glasses and kind of blinds you when the sun's real bright. Imagine riding this thing around in Florida, half the time you're half blind. But what do you guys think of that price tag? Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 2007 Road King for $23,000. Not gonna lie, this is a great looking Road King. I absolutely love the way they've done this bike. I love the paint job on this bike, but I'm into that very intricate paint jobs and things like that because I like to paint that kind of stuff. But this is a very cool bike. $23,000. It seems high, but he's got a lot of money in paint work here, and he's got a lot of aftermarket stuff. Now, personally, would I bid that much money for a Road Glide? Probably not, because I would probably go buy one that doesn't have all the blingage to it and do all the paint work myself. But what do you guys think of the Road King, and what do you think of that price? Next, got a 2018 Harley Davidson Street Glide for $45,000. Now, I'm not going to take away from this bike, but I think what he's asking is a little high for what he's got going on here. Because, you know what? It's a mediocre paint job. Honestly, I don't see $45,000. That's my personal opinion. But what do you guys think of this Street Glide here and that price? Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 2014 Harley Davidson Road King for $29,995. We got us another great looking Road King here. I'm absolutely digging this paint job. I'm digging the orange and black together. I'm digging the artwork they've done. This is actually a really well put together looking bike. Now, I like the way it looks with that big tire on the front of it, but I don't necessarily like the way they ride when they got that bigger size tire up front. To me, they just kind of ride kind of cattywampus. But that's just my personal feelings on it. But what do you guys think of this one here? And what do you think of that price tag? Make sure you guys leave it down in the comments. And if you're enjoying a motorcycle video from the Motorhead Misfits, make sure you leave us a comment on that. Be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Hit that button to subscribe and click that little bell. That way you're always notified every time we drop a new video. Don't cost you anything, and hell, you might even have a little bit of fun. Next, got 2004 Harley Davidson Road King for $20,000. Kind of digging that silver on this Road King. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig that front tire as well. Even though, like I said, I don't really care for the big tires. I like the way they look. I just don't necessarily like them for like a long ride on a bike. But overall, I don't think this is a bad looking Road King. I really don't. I think his price is a little on the higher side, but there's a lot of custom stuff done to this bike, and it's actually a good looking bike. But once again, it is a little bit older bike. I just don't know if it's quite worth 20. What do you guys think? Make sure you leave down in the comments. Next, got a 2008 Ultra Classic for $35,000. Well, this bonehead here, he's wanting a lot of money for a 2008, and he didn't want to bother to give us a damn description of what he's got going on here. Any list of things he's got done. Now, it is a good looking bike, but we're never going to know if it's worth the kind of money he's asking because, like I said, failed to give any kind of information, but yeah, wants big bucks. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Next, got 2012 Harley Street Glide for $40,000. Okay, now this is not a bad looking Street Glide, but $40,000, I think he's kind of swinging for the fences on here. One, it's got a mediocre airbrush job with a Joker. It's not a great paint job that's on this bike, in my personal opinion. 40 G's, he's way off the mark there for 2012. But what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Next, got a 2012 Harley Davidson Road King for $38,000. This is a cool looking Road King. I like a lot of the custom touches they done on this bike. It kind of brought this Road King to life. Now, like I said, that front tire, that right there is what kills it for me. I understand it makes the bike look pretty dang cool. It really does. But I just think, to me, it just takes away the rideability. But like I said, maybe it's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think of the big tall tires on the front? Do you guys actually like riding like long rides on these bikes with that size tire? Personally, I think they ride like garbage. Listen, they got a lot of work in this bike. I'm not trying to take away from this bike by talking about that front wheel. But what do you guys think of this Road King here? And what do you think of that price tag? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Up next, we have a Mystery Year Custom Harley Davidson for $14,500. Hey Spanky, you got a pretty decent looking bike here, but it might be nice to share a little bit of pertinent information, like what year it is and what exactly people are looking at, because some people don't know what they're looking at. Anyhow, this is not a bad looking bike. I don't think it's too overly priced, but not knowing the year, it could be way overpriced or it could be right about right. But what do you guys think of this unknown year Harley Davidson here? And what do you think of that price tag he's got on it? I think it's a pretty cool bike, but I think they could have done better on that little airbrush work there. It's not all that great. Kind of looks a little funny, but still kind of a cool bike. Next, got a 2021 Harley Davidson Road Glide for $89,000. Whoo-wee, that price tag. This is a good looking Road Glide. I'm not going to take that away from him. I dig the paint job. Not necessarily those colors. Got too much gold on this bike for me. But I respect the build. And it's got a nice paint job and got a lot of nice work done to it. Is it worth $90,000? I'm going to let you guys be the judge. Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 2018 Street Glide for $79,000. Well, obviously, there is some confusion on what year he's got. It's either a 17 or an 18. Either way, this is a good looking Street Glide. I'm digging that blue on here. I'm liking the leafing they done on here, and I'm digging the bags, the swoop back. I like the way they done the tail of this bike. I think it brought the bike together pretty nice. Now, $79,000, to me, but I love the Street Glide. That's what I like. They ride great. I absolutely love these bikes, but I feel that price is way too extreme. But what do you guys think of that price tag on this little Street Glide here? Leave it down in the comments. Remember, if you like today's video and you want to see more motorcycle content, be sure to let me know. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you like today's video, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.